Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your support and for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribers. Cheers to my new subscribers, all of you. You're awesome. Every little bit helps the channel. So today I feel called to do a general reading. I was called to use my angel cards. The ones that I'm shuffling right now is the guidance for daily life oracle cards. These ones are in French, but I'll translate them in English. And I have another deck here too. I'll show you those when I use them, if I do decide to use them. I think I will. So, let's get started. Spirit, please guide me. What does the viewer need to know right now? What does the viewer need to know right now? What does the viewer need to know right now? So, we got first card, creativity. So, perhaps some of you are artists, some of you have dabbled in various creative projects before. Perhaps some of you are musicians, or maybe some of you are brand new to trying your hand at something creative. Perhaps you've recently had a thought, maybe even today or yesterday or the day before. You're like, hey, that'd be kind of cool to try out. Well, this is confirmation, my dears. Like, yeah, go for it. Whatever it is that you feel that you're being called to do, whether or not it's something new or something that you've done before, maybe something that you put aside for a while and now you're kind of starting to think about it again, go for it. This is confirmation. The angels, your guides, they're there to support you and to guide you. And they're also saying that if you want to create something creative, if you want to do something creative but you don't know where to begin, you're not sure how to keep going in that endeavor. Maybe some of you have started a new, I see it, but I'm just searching for the words. A new venture, a new project, like a big project of some kind, showing your artwork to the public. I'm seeing a museum right now, so maybe some of you like are starting to like get your art collection into museums or displaying it somehow to the public, maybe even online. The word NFTs just popped into my head, so maybe some of you have been considering that. And if you're not sure what they are, but maybe you feel like, wait, what's that? That seems kind of interesting. Maybe just do some research on that. That might be something worth looking into as well. A lot of artists are actually being quite successful in that right now, and it's still a pretty brand new thing, but it's pretty interesting. So yeah, definitely look that up if you want. Check out. There's actually a project right now called Super Creators by IAC here on YouTube that I would actually recommend. Some of my friends are a part of that actually, and I'm a part of it too. So it's not, I'm not being paid to promote this or anything. It's just thought that popped into my head because it's a spiritual community. It's a positive community. So if you're attracted to this video, then there's a large chance that you would be attracted to that too, I'm thinking. So that might be a good place to start. They also have videos on like what it's all about. So if not, that's cool too. I mean, it's not going to apply to everyone who watches this video because it is a general reading. So I'm going to get lots of different messages from the same cards. Like each card might have multiple messages for different people. Or maybe all of the messages apply to you. You know, it's different for everyone. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Hopefully, you know, it helps you in some way, whatever it is that I'm going to be sharing. That is always my intent, is to help people reflect on the energy that's currently around them. so that they may um, have some kind of a guidance for things that they are feeling challenged in, or confirmations maybe even. So yeah, so if you're thinking there's some kind of a project, I feel like there's something that you've had on your mind for a while now. You've been wondering if like that's the right path, or if that's like something you should keep going in. If it's something you enjoy doing and it makes you feel good when you do it, then by all means, like, go for it. Like, that's probably the best path, is to just follow, how you feel on the inside. Like, if, like, for example, if you paint, and every time after you paint you just feel so relaxed, so peaceful, then it's definitely something that's worth, spending some time on a regular basis doing, or playing music. Like, you see her, she's playing a harp, so maybe even like some kind of recitals or something, like sharing your music with the world. Our music is very healing, and so is art. So anything creative is from the creator. It is our way of connecting with the divine, with higher realms, higher planes of existence, with higher vibrational frequencies or energies. So high, which basically just means like you feel better, basically. And by putting that into what you create, and then showing that to people, and not showing it in an egotistical way, like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at what I did, give me praise, make me feel good by giving me praise. Like, that's not the reason why we do this. Um, it's to connect with the divine, to get guidance, to heal ourselves and help heal others, help heal the world. So some of you are destined to like do big things with. I keep seeing music. Like, there's definitely someone connecting with this. Now I'm seeing like some kind of a concert, maybe a piano, like on a stage, maybe with like there's lots of seats, really large, like auditorium. Well, not extremely large, but good. I don't know, maybe 1,000 people or something could sit there. There's like, I keep seeing like a black piano and like some red, I don't know, maybe like red seats or something, or red carpet. I don't know, something like that. So, yeah, and like conductor. So yeah, there's like an orchestra like accompanying a piano maybe. And I mean, it doesn't have to apply to you, but I mean, maybe it applies to one specific person. So yeah, like whoever that connected to, like that's definitely something I think that would be very abundant for you, very rewarding. So definitely like consider it. You don't have to go for it. If you, by all means, like if you're like, no way, I'm never doing that again, then hey, you're the one who knows what's best for you, right? So that's cool. That's cool. So, all right, I'll be putting that one down. You know what? I'll read what it says too. So, creativity. Your soul, excuse me, your soul is thirsty for artistic expression. We wish to help you to put your life back into the hands of creativity and the arts. The expression of your creativity stimulates you and helps you feel more alive. You will find once again the passion of living that that is inside of you. So that's another thing, as creative people, as spiritual people, as people who want to base ourselves in higher vibrations, in positivity. Creativity is one of those outlets that really helps us feel more alive, more grounded, and like we're actually accomplishing something in our lives. Even if it's just like on the side, maybe like 10 minutes a day, or, like 30 minutes here and there throughout the week, or, like whatever works for you. On your break time at work, I don't know, it's up to you. And some of you might feel more drawn to create at night, like, or I see like this almost like the sparkles make me think of the stars, kind of, and it looks almost like nighttime. Although some of you might be during the day, so everyone has their preferred time to create. Like me personally, I don't know why, but I always tend to create either or in the morning when I get up after I've gotten up, or in the evening before I go to bed. So maybe it's just like when you're most relaxed, when you feel more comfortable, you can just relax and not worry about anything. That's probably the best time. So if you're not sure, maybe just look at your daily schedule and okay, that's kind of like the window that might work best for me. Maybe give it a try for a little while, see what happens. Spirit, please guide me towards a second card for the collective that needs to hear this. What is it they need to hear right now that would help alongside this first card? So life purpose, contribution, don de soi. So contribution, life purpose, basically. So your soul does not ask better than to serve others in joy and to be in a flow of happiness. This flow will never quit bringing you everything that you could ever need. Put all your efforts to stay there, because it permits you to give and to receive, independently of what you might do and the context in which you may do it. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. So basically, by giving yourself a purpose, giving yourself a way to serve beyond yourself to help others, you will always be provided for in life. You will always have that abundance. You will always be happy because you feel like you're making other people happy. But it's energy is like that. Is what you put out comes back to you. And maybe some of you have even heard the saying, what you put out comes back threefold or tenfold. So that refers to that. And combined with the creativity card and just how colorful her wings are, it just makes me think like maybe spreading joy through color, or just through the expressivity, how expressive your paintbrush strokes or your music is, how lively it is, how joyful it is. It can create joy and happiness in other people's lives. And in doing so, you will always be happy too. And people will be grateful to you, and just having something to contribute like that it always comes back, in one way, shape, or form. It might not come back in the same way that you gave it out, but it will come back at some point. It might take, just 2 days, 2 hours. It might take 5 years. It might take 20 years. But, the more... I'm thinking like good karma right now is the phrase I'm getting. So basically, like, it's kind of like a point system. The more, like, every time you do a good action, you get a point. Every time you do a bad action, or negative action, something that hurts someone, including yourself, then a point gets deducted. And like when we were born, it starts at 0, and then like based on our conscious choices throughout life, then it goes up or down. So yeah, I don't know why I got that message, but someone needed to hear that. So if you're wondering how to improve your karma, well, doing good actions and doing it from a point of wanting to do it just to help people, just because you want to do it, not with the idea of, oh, they'll owe me later on, or oh, then this will give me good points, so I need to do it because that guy on YouTube said so. Like you gotta, it has it has to come from your heart. It has to come from really truly wanting to help people. And this will also help you feel more whole in life, purposeful in life, by finding those things that you're passionate about, and doing good through those things. Then not only are you doing something you enjoy doing, but you're also helping to contribute beyond yourself to make the world a better place. So, yeah. So, perhaps through sharing your artwork. I mean, your artwork has a specific message tied to it. Like, and I'm getting NFTs, like there's the women-led projects. So that's an example right there, is like empowering women artists to step up into this, up until, the near future, mostly male dominated industry of digital artwork. Like that's an example right there. It can be anything really. And again, like I'm thinking women led, and both of the characters are women in this. So maybe that is something that you're passionate about as well. So, and you can always join someone else's project that they have started as well. By project, I can mean anything. I don't mean just NFTs. I mean, like, any group of people that come together, or, one person that has a vision, and then they spread out their vision through their creative assets. I'm getting assets. I don't know why. Maybe that means something to one of you. Creative assets. But yeah, like, I'm thinking stock markets right now too. I don't know. Maybe that means something to someone. Maybe there's like an opportunity through that, and to like help enrich you in some way that will then help you help other people. Perhaps you had something offered to you recently. Maybe a friend or family, coworker, someone like that suggested something, and you haven't been quite sure as to whether or not it's a good idea. Well, maybe if you're not sure, look at who's behind it. Look at what their plans are for this project, for this creative idea, or movement, or whatever it is. Look at the very base of it. Start with the message. What is their message? Why are they doing this? Who's doing it? Like, where in the world are they? Are doing it online or in person, or like just do your research, see what's out there. Talk to people that you already know that are artists, who know artists, who have had ideas. Maybe if you're an artist and people have had ideas, maybe, oh, I had this great idea, why don't you do this? Or maybe you had an idea and you're looking for someone to maybe kind of pitch your idea to. Like, go for it. You don't know unless you try, right? But do your research first, so that like what you're getting into, like what is the ideal project for you. Because something that works well for someone else may not be the best for you. Because if you're not doing something you enjoy doing and you're trying to force yourself to do something creative, it's not fun. And it doesn't take long and the fire dies out, so to speak. Like, if you want to remain passionate about the thing that you're working really hard on and you want it to last a really long time, like, you really gotta believe in it. And if you don't believe in the thing that you're working on, it's not gonna last. So yeah, might be for some of you. So I think I will use my other deck now. The other deck is the Archangel Michael deck, Oracle card deck. That's the cards. Archangel Michael, please guide me towards a card for the viewer. What does the viewer need to know right now? Can you please elaborate on this creative project and their life purpose and contribution in regards to that? Please guide me towards 2 cards. All right. And we on the back we got make a commitment. I don't know if you can see that. Make a commitment. So if you want to go for it basically. So 2 cards I got is your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. I think I might just gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Just 1 second. Okay, I think that's better. Try not to get the glare on there. Okay, so your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. And the second card is spend more time outdoors. So I'm going to read what they say. So the first card says, actually that's the prayer. So I'm going to read from the book and I'll say the prayer afterwards. And if you don't want to use the prayer, that's up to you. You do what you feel is right. You feel is right. Yeah, inner guidance, exactly right. That's funny. Okay. So your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Archangel Michael knows that you're feeling uncertain or confused. So he's sending this card to you as verification that you are hearing him accurately, or your inner feelings, your guidance. Hearing him accurately through your thoughts, ideas, and feelings. You've recently felt the urge to take action, but may have hesitated for fear of making the wrong move. This card confirms that it's safe to move forward with those changes. Possible specific meanings. Your new idea is the answer to your prayer, so act upon it. The feelings you've been receiving are valid. If you're not trusting a person or situation, pay attention to those feelings. You're being led by inner guidance. Even if you can't see where it's taking you, follow it anyways. And the prayer is, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I've asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so that your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. That's beautiful. And yeah, they mention ego, keeping the ego out of the way so that the divine wisdom can come streaming through you. I actually mentioned that earlier when I was talking about life purpose and contribution to others. So yeah, always keep your intentions pure when you're selling your art. If you do sell your art, don't be greedy. Don't always ask for more and more and more and more, and then you're never satisfied, you never feel good about it. That's when it's based on greed. It's just based on money. When it feels right and you don't, whether or not you charge $10,000 or $1,000 or $500 for whatever it is, if you feel good about it, you feel like you've helped someone and they're happy with it and you're happy with it, then that is, the best path for helping others, or even just in general in life, you know. Um, and in this picture as well, you see there's like forest in the background, the woods in the background. So there's something to do with the natural world, maybe to help you ground yourself. Because sometimes people who are creative or very spiritual, intuitive, we're kind of floating up in the clouds, you know, which is part of how we connect with the divine and channel the creative ideas. Where do ideas come from, right? Well, it comes from beyond us. It comes from above, and from the universe, or wherever you want, wherever you believe it comes from. From heaven, from God, from the angels, whoever you believe in, or another plane of existence. From your heart, from your ancestors, it can come from literally anywhere, because the universe is infinite. It can come from anywhere, which ties into the fact that because there's so many possibilities, grounding yourself helps to stay in the present moment. It helps to, calm ourselves. It helps to see better what's going on around us at the moment. Because sometimes when we're in our heads a lot, we don't always see what's going on around us right now, here, in the present moment. And sometimes we can miss clues, we can miss information, we can, miss people, miss things that otherwise, if we would have been grounded, we would have been there, we would have noticed it. Because the more your energy, your thoughts are elsewhere, the less they are here. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So, and it's only in the present moment that we can create what it is that we want in life. So, yeah. This also talks about like that gut feeling, that intuition, that feeling on the inside. Like if you're unsure about a situation, you keep thinking in your head like, oh, what if this, what if that, what if this? Just stop thinking for a moment. Just like don't even listen to the head, because the brain is always trying to like protect us. Basically, that's like the instinct. It's like it's what our brain is there for. It's to help us look at a situation, and it's like a survival instinct, and it's like, okay, if I do that, will it harm me, or is that better, and usually we stay in our comfort zone. We stay doing things that are proven to be safe, and that's absolutely normal. So if you're starting to go outside your comfort zone right now, like first off, like a big congratulations for you. Like give yourself a pat in the back and keep going. Like that is where the magic happens. Like so yeah, if you can also ask your guides or whoever that you believe is there that you can speak with, maybe even like someone who's close to you that you 100% trust, like hands down, like they have that your best interests at heart. Angels, goddesses. Right now I'm getting goddess. It's like a goddess of harvest. I don't know if that means something to someone. I'm thinking Bridget. She's there actually. She can help us creative people as well. Poets, blacksmiths, artists in general, protection as well. So maybe she can help you through whatever challenge that you're going through right now in regards to this creative endeavor. You can. She says she can guide you with your words. So maybe if you need help writing something, you can call her something creative. Like a poet. I'm getting. So maybe someone is a poet or a writer out there that's watching this, which is pretty cool. And if you see, she's got like a little red booklet. So maybe like take notes as you go. Keep track of what works, what doesn't work, you know. That way, like years down the road, maybe if you come across the same type of situation again, you can have this as reference. Um, and again, like her gloves are white, like holding the book with pure intention, you know, and to me this looks kind of like a golden color, the coat she's wearing, so abundance mindset perhaps. As you look up for guidance, this is what I'm aiming for. I know that I deserve it. How do I get there? Please guide me. I really want to help these people. Like that's an example of the type of mindset that would help. Um, if you're ever searching for guidance, they are definitely there. They're there for anyone, literally anyone, because they cannot impede on your free will. You have to ask for their guidance. They will not just tell you, okay, go do this, go do this, unless you're constantly always open to them and always open to their guidance. Then unless you're open to always constantly receiving their guidance, and you have like kind of like a unspoken agreement with them to just like always let you know what's best for you or something. Some of us do that. Some of us prefer to just to connect like just when we consciously decide. So either way works. And they're there. They're protecting you as well. Again, if you feel like you need some extra protection throughout this phase, it's almost like a new beginning, like at transition period is what I'm feeling right now for most of you watching this. No matter what it is, there's some kind of new project, new idea blooming, blossoming in the works right now. Maybe it's at your work, maybe it's like at your place of work. Something new, a new position. I don't know, like I'm getting accounting, bookkeeping, maybe. Always follow the light in any case. Yeah. So the second card from the Archangel Michael deck is spend more time outdoors. Spend more time outdoors. So again, take time to ground yourself, connect with nature, Mother Earth. Very healing, very therapeutic. Um, Sometimes it can help to reflect on what's happened, to kind of just calm the mind, calm the emotions, being in nature and just looking around and just not even thinking, just appreciating what's around you. It's very healing, it's very therapeutic, and it also helps to recharge your batteries, so to speak. It helps to replenish your energy, to help you let go of any stress or anxiety that you might be feeling. Just going for a walk in nature, it also burns energy as you're moving. You get oxygen, and the angels and your guides and the higher beings, oftentimes they communicate through that oxygen, through that breathing, in being connected with Mother Earth and grounded. It almost helps to open up the channel more so that you receive their messages more clearly. Even if you're not like, oh, I'm gonna go, meditate in nature, I'm gonna go pray, I'm gonna go speak with my angels. Like, you don't even have to like do anything specific, any ritual or any like, just being in nature itself, even if you're not really much of a spiritual person, is something that is healing, and you feel better afterwards. And when you're in the natural world as well. So sometimes, like, you know, even like after a stressful day or after like a work week, just going just for a walk and just taking your time, going at your own speed, taking your time to look around and and just appreciate what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you feel, and maybe even like taking off your shoes, your sandals, and just like walking barefoot on the ground itself is very, very, very grounding. And every time that I do that, like right now I can't because it's winter and there's like a foot of snow outside, but in the summer I love doing that. I just feel so great when I do that. I feel like I'm just connected to the whole planet almost. And it's like a comforting feeling. It just feels really good. Um, and again, writing, she's holding a scroll. So there's definitely some people connecting with this that um, perhaps that have something to do with writing, some kind of like a paper essay or document, maybe like in a library or in a school or college or something. Hearing professor. I'm actually seeing Indiana Jones right now. Which one was that? I think it was The Last Crusade. So maybe if you feel up for it, maybe check out that movie. Maybe it can inspire some of you. Or maybe it means something specific to one of you or some of you. And just connecting with the trees. The trees are ancient beings. I mean, they can live for like 1,000, 2,000 years. Some of you maybe feel connected to the fairies, and if not that, that's fine too. I know, like, and I actually thought I saw an owl on the tree. I mean, it's just like a lighter part of the tree. I don't know if you can see that, like right there, but it's not actually an owl. So maybe wisdom, maybe a wise person, wise teachings, a sage, someone that you look up to and respect in terms of spiritual wisdom, or maybe just you love the animal itself. If that's the case, then maybe you just need to spend more time in the woods and amongst the trees, and just looking around and observing and just not even thinking, not even like asking questions, just being. It's just such a calm state of being, is to just let go of the inner dialogue for a bit. And in nature, it's much, much, much easier to do that than it is in a noisy city, within a house or building, in a car or whatever. Even if you're driving in a car, you're driving along a road where it's like going through a wooded area, you can scroll down your window, taking the fresh air at the same time. Even that is like something that's therapeutic. It won't be as grounding though because your feet are not on the ground, but even just having that fresh air, the oxygen, and just like connecting visually with the smell of the trees, the leaves, the sap that's in the air. Maybe it can bring back positive memories. Maybe you have memories of your childhood with your father or with someone, getting some kind of a masculine, older, like family member or someone you were very close to in a similar way, like an uncle or something. Maybe camping. Maybe camping is something that you've been thinking about recently that you're thinking, oh, well, oh man, I haven't done that in a while, or like, oh, I feel like doing that. Well, that's your intuition. Maybe that's something that would lead to something else. Sometimes when we actually, yeah, sometimes when we follow that intuition, it's like, oh, I really, really feel like I have to do this. Like, I've been feeling like this for a while now, and it just doesn't go away. Follow that and see where it goes. Use your judgment, of course. You still have your free will. You still have your intelligence. follow that passion, follow that intuition, you know, and bring your brain along with you, you know. So like, don't do anything too reckless, but have fun with it, and you know, explore the journey of life, you know, and just enjoy the present moment as you're going. Like, life is a journey, and some of you could probably already relate to this. Life is a journey, it's not a destination, you know. So like, take your time, you know, work towards those goals. Like, keep doing that, that's cool, but take the time to also to just enjoy the present moment and connect with the world around you, with the people that are important to you, and with your guides or the angels or those above that you know that you believe in, or you know, the universal energies, you know, whoever it is that you believe in, or whatever you believe in, they're all there, and they're asking you to go out into nature, fresh air. It'll do you good. Sometimes just going out for a walk in nature and getting some rays of sunshine, sunlight on our face for 30 minutes a day, or you know, whatever works best for you, is better than nothing, and it can be better than any doctor in the or any medication prescription in the world. And I feel like that's your reading. I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like that ends it on the right note. So, my best wishes for all of you. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support for this channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, share. If you want to be notified for every time that I put out a video, click on that little bell icon. That'll give you a notification when they come out. So, until next time, have a great day, or night, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Till next time, bye bye for now.